Do you wonder how to start with drawing? Which pencil to be used where? What is the needed eraser? Do not worry, I'm here to answer all these questions through this video, so stay tuned.
Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is regarding my art material review, and I will be explaining what kind of art material I use to start a sketching, and then in the second part of the video I will be explaining how to start a particular portrait or a sketch. So let's get started. Hope you will like it, and I will be answering many of the questions which you have seen during the initial part of my video. What kind of pencils we will be using, what is the hardness and boldness of the pencil. Let's go and check it out. This is my painting setup, and if you can see over here, I use these basic pencils and erasers and sharpeners to start on a regular basis for my paintings. Now I use pencils in almost all the drawings. If I do watercolor or a normal gouache painting which is on a normal paper, say it's a normal handmade paper or any other paper which is 300 GSM or 200 GSM, I will be using pencils, but I will be using a different kind of pencil over there. And then I will be doing initial drawing or sketching on a canvas, which I do it very regularly. I do it on a canvas cloth, and that canvas cloth I use different kind of pencil and a different kind of eraser to use it. So basically यहाँ पर आप जो भी देख रहे हो, all these materials are readily available in Amazon or any Indian stationery shops. और ये जनरली जो ब्रांड्स हैं वो बहुत इजीली अवेलेबल है इंडिया में, तो यू कैन परचेज इट फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. बेसिकली जो पेंसिल्स हैं, मेरे ख्याल से सारी पेंसिल्स एंड वेराइटीज़ जो मैं आपको यहाँ शो करने वाली हूँ, ऑल आर अवेलेबल इन ऑन अ डेली बेसिस. कुछ तो ऐसी पेंसिल्स हैं जो हम लोगों ने शायद बचपन में यूज़ की होगी, पर हम जानते नहीं है कि दिस इज़ बीन यूज्ड इन विच प्ले, स्पेशली कौन सी जगह पे कौन सी पेंसिल यूज़ होती है. तो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दिस. मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि कौन सी पेंसिल्स कहाँ ज़्यादा अच्छे से यूज़ हो सकती है और किस टाइप की पेंसिल्स अवेलेबल है मार्केट में. स्केचिंग के लिए, बेसिक स्केचिंग के लिए क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, कौन सी पेंसिल्स यूज़ कर सकते हैं, और कोई इनिशियल ड्राइंग करने के लिए कौन सी पेंसिल, कैनवास पे स्टार्ट करने के लिए कौन सी पेंसिल्स यूज़ कर सकते हैं, ये सब आज हम लोग डिस्कस करते हैं. एक बार ये पोर्शन हम लोग कंप्लीट करेंगे, देन आई विल शो यू कि मैं अपना स्केचिंग का जो ड्राइंग बेसिक है, स्केचिंग का वो स्ट्रक्चर, वो कैसे मैं ड्रॉ करती हूँ. और उसके लिए वी विल बी यूजिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर पिक्चर. मैं इसमें दिखाऊंगी कि ये जो पेंटिंग है उसको मैंने कैसे स्टार्ट किया है, हाउ आई स्टार्टेड दिस पेंटिंग. इस पर्टिकुलर ह्यूमन फॉर्म को मैंने कैसे कन्वर्ट किया, देख के विदाउट एनी ट्रेसिंग मैंने जस्ट स्केच किया है और एक एक चीज़ को पकड़ पकड़ के मैंने उसको ड्रॉ किया है और बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर बनाया है. दिस इज अगेन अ वाटर कलर पेपर. ये 200 GSM का पेपर है. अगर आपको इसके बारे में और डिटेल चाहिए पेपर के बारे में तो लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो. आई विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग दोज डिटेल्स टू यू. एंड वैसे भी ये डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में ऑल द मेंशन्ड आइटम्स की लिस्ट मैंने डाल रखी है. तो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. अभी मैं आपको सबसे पहले पेंसिल्स के बारे में बताऊंगी. बिफोर वी गो टू द पेंसिल्स, मैं आपको यहाँ पर दो चीज़ें स्पेशली दिखाना चाहती हूँ कि इफ़ यू सी लुकिंग टू द पेंसिल्स, यहाँ पर आप देखोगे कि ये पेंसिल का स्ट्रक्चर, इट इज़ बीन शार्पन्ड वेरी वेल. और इस टाइप के शार्पन करने के लिए मैं ये पर्टिकुलर क्रोम का शार्पनर यूज़ करती हूँ, जो मैंने अमेजोन से खरीदा था. लिंक मैं नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में डाल दूंगी. तो दिस इज़ वेरी ईजी टू यूज़ एंड इट इज़ बेसिकली बीन यूज्ड बाई प्रोफेशनल जो लोग स्केचिंग करते हैं और जिनको इस टाइप से है ना अपनी पेंसिल्स के लीड्स पसंद है, इस टाइप से वो लोग यूज़ करते हैं. आप जनरल शार्पनर भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, बट दिस विल गिव यू मोर प्रिसीजन एंड आपको बार बार शार्प करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी अपनी पेंसिल को. इफ़ यू सी ओवर हियर, इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा रियल एस्टेट मिलता है जिसके साथ आप काम कर सकते हैं. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग योर शार्पनर वंस इन 2 to 3 hours, यू कैन यूज इट 6 hours. दैट्स द ओनली डिफरेंस यू विल बी गेटिंग. चीज़ मैं यहाँ पर डिस्कस करना चाहूँगी अबाउट टाइप ऑफ इरेजर्स आई यूज़. So there, if you can see, I have lined up 3 different type of erasers. One is very normal one, which is being used by, like, you can get it in normal shops. और बचपन में आप लोगों ने बहुत यूज़ किया होगा the normal eraser. It is available in the white form also, नटराज का या फिर अप्सरा का, और the non dust eraser normal वाला. So I use this one. This one is my personal favorite because इसका थोड़ा edgy part है and it's easy for me to rub out the edgy parts of any particular sketch or drawing. तो ये मैं यूज़ करती हूँ. एंड इसमें फॉर एनी रफ ड्राइंग्स, रफ पेंटिंग्स और स्केचेस, आई यूज़ दिस काइंड ऑफ रबर बिकॉज इट्स अ जनरल माई डे टू डे बेसिस रेगुलर इरेजर. So this is the normal eraser which I use. Second is the Absura Magic Matte eraser. This is, as you can see, this is for neat and dust free erasing. So it's actually least residual eraser which I have used all these years. So that's why I like this eraser, and I generally use this particular eraser. And if you see, this is something also I won't like it very much. It's black in color, and the inside, from inside it's yellow, but that doesn't mean that it won't remove the dirt. Yeah, it will remove it, and you can look into it. It's like, and it's 5 rupees per piece. It's very cost friendly also, and I use it mostly on my canvas because there it's a large amount of area and I have to use it a lot, like a lot of erasing is there in canvas cloth when I draw an initial picture or something like that, sketching and all. So for that I use this Magic Made dust free eraser. Now the third one, this is a kneaded eraser. This is from brand Faber-Castell, and I use it very often whenever I'm using I'm working on a delicate paper, like if it is a 200 GSM paper or the 300 GSM paper or below that, like sometimes I use 190 GSM paper or a regular handmade paper. So if you see the texture of the handmade paper, if you can see here properly, I don't know how clearly it is visible in camera, but let me try to reflect the light against it. You can see there is some texture over it, and when you use a normal eraser or even a dust free eraser on top of it, it will erase that particular texture out of it. So to save it, this kneaded eraser is very helpful because it is very gentle on your paper and you don't have to rub it, or you just have to do, like an example over here, I'm just doing 2 lines and I just dab it on top of it, and here you go. You need not to do a rubbing, a regular type of rubbing action over here, or if you want you can do it, but it's very gentle on the paper. So that's why I like this kneaded eraser, especially for the papers which are very delicate in nature, because if you use a harsh eraser or a harsh pencil, it will destroy your drawing. Also, I want to give you a tip over here that please, for any kind of delicate paper, please do not use the mechanical eraser that much to an extent, because whenever you use a mechanical eraser, the rotation of the eraser is so fast. It has machine, right? So the rotation is so fast that sometimes if the pressure, if you are not able to control the pressure of the eraser, it may ruin the structure and the texture of the paper. So it's very necessary that when you have practiced a lot with a mechanical eraser, then you use it. Here, if you can see, let me start with a regular pencil. I'm taking this particular handmade paper where I will be scribbling and showing you how each pencil is different. The stroke is different from one pencil to another. So there are 2 types of main criteria when you look for pencil. One is H and one is B. One is H for hardness, B for boldness. So when they say bold, that means this particular pencil has more black pigment in here. When it say hard, that means I have 2H pencil. That means it is hard when you have to put a lot of pressure to get the pigment in the paper. But since pigment is less, but the pencil stroke is hard, so you have to control your stroke when you are using a 2H pencil or any H kind of pencil. So regular pencils are hard and bold both, like it is in medium. Here you can see smooth and dark. Dark means bold. So these two are in same category, comes in same category. Now comes the these kind of mechanical pencils, or you can say a pencil with a lead. So these pencils are very useful when you are going for a drawing which has lot of detailing, and you need a uniform pencil thickness on your details. Like if you are going for any architectural drawing, where you want each and every line to be same thickness, even the line thickness will be same to one to another. In that case, you will go for a mechanical pencil. That is the best one. And you can also choose the thickness or the diameter of the lead which you are using. So this is regular 0.5 lead which I use, and this is from the brand Cello. And this I got it as part of a kit, so I will mention that information below. Now going back to the other pencils, let me show you. This is also a common pencil which is available in the market. This is Absura Platinum Extra Dark pencil. So here when they say extra dark, that means it will give you more blacker pigment than regular pencil. I will show you how it is different from each other. Now this is also a Faber-Castell black matte. This is 2B. Okay, so 2B means when you go for hardness and boldness, if you see over here, the HP is the normal hardness and boldness. 2B is you have more darkness, and it goes to 2B, 3B, 4B, 6B to 9B. That means the amount of pigment in 9B would be more than the pigment which is there in 2B. So just for example, these two are the brands which are readily available in the market, Camlin and Faber-Castell. If you can see over here, for drawing and writing, it is also mentioned for drawing and writing you have HB, 2B and B kind of pencil. For sketching you can go 2B and plus, and for carpentry and where you don't want to show what is you use leave any mark on the paper, then in that case you can use H plus related pencils. So both the places it's mentioned, on the description is mentioned in the cartons. So and if you can see over here, it is already been mentioned that how 2B is different from the 8B strokes, but I will be showing you anyways. So these two, this is related to the 2B to 8B or 9B pencils. Now when it comes to H, 2H I have, if you can see over here, I have a 4H pencil also, and then I have a 3H pencil also. This is unsharp. This is not been sharpened. I haven't used it, but generally I use 2H or 4H related pencils when I'm going for any watercolor paintings, because I know how to put less pressure, whereas I don't want to show the lines while I'm doing it. So I really want thin pigment. So for this I use 2H pencils, whereas wherever I want a thick pigment, or if I'm going for any shading or proper sketching I'm doing, then I go for these 2B to 8B pencils. Smooth and dark pencil. Okay, so if you see, this is very regular one and very plain one. Similarly, if you see, I have told you there is no difference between the Natraj bold one and the smooth and dark exam pencil from Camlin. Let me show you. So if you can see, both are almost same. So I will keep them aside. Now I will look into this. I will scribble with cello mechanical pencil. So here. Now if you see over here, based on the pressure on the paper which I am providing, the thickness of the pen is same. It's not changing. Whereas if you see in Natraj here, the thickness is more, and over here the thickness is less. So you can see how it is varying, whereas here it's not varying. Also, if you can see it properly, the mechanical pencil has less pigment, and it is basically meant for drawing. Now coming to H, first let me start with H. So I will show you the 2H pencil first. It is 2H drawing pencil. So let me scribble with this. If you see over here how the pigment of this particular pencil is so less, that means I'm not putting any pressure on the paper, but if you can see, the pigment of the pencil is so less. Similarly, when I use a 4H pencil, and this is a 4H pencil, this is from brand Camlin, a high quality drawing pencil. So let me show you 4H. If you see the quality between these two, this is so thin that it's not even holding the paper. If you can see properly, that it's a textured paper. I have shown you the texture of this particular handmade paper, and on top of it I'm not able to get capture the texture properly. If you see, so it's how less pigmented and thin the how faded the color is for this one. Now let's start with this is Faber-Castell Black Matte 2B. Okay, before we go for 2B, let's go for extra dark pencil. This is, I don't know whether it's visible on camera properly or not, Absura Platinum, and here it's mentioned extra dark. Okay, so this is okay. If you see, the pigment of this particular extra dark and the Natraj smooth and bold pencils are almost similar. Almost, these two and this one is almost similar. That's why I have told you initially, this is something which is very commonly used. Now let me show you for the 2B pencil. This is the second. We do have bold pencils also, but it is not that been used actually. So now it's 2B. So if you see the pigment, it is getting darker. And when you do shading, you will get to know the how darker it gets more and more you use these pencils. So now let me get all the 2B pencils here. Now from 2B, let's jump to 4B directly, so that I can show you the difference, how different it is from each other. 3B here. It's not sharpened, so the writing might be thick, but you can look into the darkness and the pigment, how much pigment with each and every stroke it is showing you. Okay, so if you can see, the pigment is getting darker and darker. Let me show you more. It's a 6B pencil. Okay, if you can see, the pigment is getting darker and darker. So this is how that each pencil is different from each other. And now let me categorize it for you. These will be categorized in one category. Now this is one category, and this is a normal category, and mechanical pencils are totally different purpose, for different purpose we use. So these are the categories which are available. So this is how you can categorize all the pencils, and I will be I will be pasting this one somewhere in the screen so that you will be able to see it much more. Hopefully this will be helpful for you.